Hello, everyone. Welcome into my office here at Bethany. Blessed to have you with me today. As we continue our journey through the season of Lent, we have reached a gospel this week that is actually, it's kind of interesting because we've reversed historical events a little bit. This week, we're going to be talking about a moment that happened in Jerusalem after Jesus' triumphant entry on Palm Sunday. And then the next week, we'll talk about Jesus' triumphal entry on Palm Sunday. So, anyway, we are looking back at this moment where Jesus is in Jerusalem, and you have these Greeks come and tell Philip, "We want to see Jesus." And Jesus' response is really odd in that instead of saying, "Sure, I'll meet with them," he starts talking about his death and that his hour has come. And he even says, "What am I supposed to do? Pray to the Father, take this from me? This is the very hour for which I came in the first place." It's very interesting to watch Jesus during these days. He obviously is stressed and probably a little bit scared, but at the same time, he's also incredibly obedient to God's will in this moment. So, what is this moment? It's the moment of his death. It's the moment that he takes on all of our sin, that he takes on all of our pain, that he takes on all of our suffering, all of our failings, all of our weakness. Jesus is literally taking all of that on himself and taking it to the cross. God is accepting all of our failings, all of our weakness, all of our suffering. It is a miraculous moment. It is a beautiful moment. It is a life changing, life altering moment in the history of humankind. And Jesus very obediently is marching towards that very hour. Now, what's with the Greeks? They've come to see Jesus because they consider him to be a king. And Jesus starts talking about being servants. And Jesus is going to sacrifice his life for all times, for all people of all times. It's the role reversal. We tend to think about those who are the absolute best, strongest people in society as having this role, if you will, to be strong, to be leaders, to determine how the rest of us should act. And the truth is, Jesus is doing the opposite. He's saying, if you want to be strong, if you want to be a leader, if you want to be the king, be a servant. Be a servant. The Greeks don't see him that way. They're there for wisdom. They get wisdom. They're not going to like that wisdom. They're there for strength. And Jesus says, strength comes in servanthood. I came for this very hour. My sacrifice is my strength. It is a show of love, God's love for all of us across all times and all places. It's very interesting to see this dichotomy, this back and forth between Jesus and what the people expect him to be. We'll see it this week, and we'll see it the following week when we study Jesus' triumphant entry into Jerusalem on Palm Sunday. The people are all excited, treating him like a king. They're going to be disappointed in him for not being the type of king they want. They want a military ruler. They want a person who leads a revolt. Jesus is leading a revolt, talking about doing it through love and service. Totally different way than looking at it the way the world does. You know, I've always liked and admired Martin Luther King for his ability to do the same thing, to call upon us to love and to serve and to see each other as one with one another, rather than to fight and create havoc and chaos in the streets. Very interesting. We're going to talk about a lot of things this weekend. I look forward to seeing you. Also, we are recognizing new members this week, so blessed to have them with us as a part of our family here at Bethany as well. This is the day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Thanks be to God. Amen.